Boy, man, this graduation stuff ain't no joke, man. Nah, but morning, welcome back, another video. If my calculations are correct, nah, they're not gonna be. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, supposed to go to work today. Nah, it's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna just do a lot of my training videos online and call it a day. But yeah, no workouts today. I think like this is just a day where I gotta like recenter myself. I woke up and last night kind of feeling overwhelmed. Like I had a lot to do, a lot to focus on, but not overwhelmed. I think that's the wrong word. Just feeling, I don't even want to say pressure because I think pressure is positive, but feeling like I just had stuff to do. Like I just have a direction I have to go and I have things I have to keep doing. And yeah. I'm just gonna use today for that. Just kind of getting back on, not even back on track, because I don't feel like I've lost the plot or that like that. But yeah, just using today to do a lot of the paperwork stuff, a lot of the grunt work. I'm a very chunk worker. If I work a lot, then my other time I dedicate to other stuff. But like when it comes to schoolwork and like job, if I work as much as I can and then boom, that's it. I'd much rather do it like that. But I'm also take today, really get with God, read, probably watch a sermon, you know, just cultivating that. But yeah. There's another activity I'm gonna do today. I don't know if I'm gonna record myself doing it, but I do it from time to time. Granted, I've done it for a couple years, but starting at like, I don't know, like 19, 20. But just making a map, life is something you have to be intentional with. And if you're not intentional with it, it will steer you whatever direction it wants to take you in. So I try and recenter myself and refocus. It would make sense to do it on New Year, but I don't really like New Year, all that stuff. But I just kind of do it whenever I feel myself not on track. Like even if I'm off kilter a little bit, you start with like the big idea of like what you want, and then you break down the steps it's gonna take to get there. And you go even further, you break down those steps into smaller steps and the more action steps, as I like to call them, or whatnot. But just recentering and refocusing, just turning that awareness on. So I turn that awareness on so I don't get drifted into something else. Yeah, I don't. The only thing I can really accredit that to is just life. You know, having a direction, knowing where you want to go. You got to drive the ship. But there's another book called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, and it talks about being a drifter. And a drifter is a person that in their life, whatever happens, they get set into like whatever happens to them is what happens to them, if that makes sense. Like they succumb to the things around them and let the things around them push their life in the direction they want to go. So it's a lot of times like drifters are prisoners. Drifters are prisoners, and unless you decide to do something, unless you start being aware and making your own decisions, you'll succumb to being a drifter. And I can't be a drifter. That's just not the move. So I said all that to say using today as kind of like a refocus day, and bring y'all along with me, see what that means. But yeah, other than that, I'll probably catch y'all a little bit. I'm finna get some work done. I'm telling you, I don't care what I got going on in my life. If I cut on Freddie Gibbs, Griselda, West Side Gun, Mac Homie, who else? Even Currency, Larry June, who else? I said West Side Gun. I'm forgetting the other members of Griselda. Benny the Butcher, any Alchemist production. Hell, any of them, you see me cut one of them on, just know I'm about to get to work. Like, the amount of work I'm about to get done is finna get disrespectful. I just had to pop on here and say that one time. But yo, it's like 12 midnight. I came home after shooting and kicking it, got some food. Yeah, played the game, caught up with some friends. I kind of want to talk, just in general. Lighting's probably horrible, but you know, it is what it is. I just want to talk in general, just about trying to understand yourself. Like, today, did I, like, I'm not saying, like, skip out on your responsibilities, not do what you're supposed to do, but I definitely knew today was a day where I needed space to hunker down and do what I needed to do, and then just, like, reconnect with some things that brought me some joy, just out of fear of burnout and whatnot. But I wouldn't know that unless I took the time to identify it, if that makes sense. If I didn't take the time to be like, oh, these are some things that when I do them, I feel good, or this is when I start to feel like I have a lot going on, and I lose that positive outlook. I won't even say positive outlook. I lose that sense of, like, letting things wax and wane, come and go. I start to lose that because I start holding on to the things that I need to get done that I haven't done. You know what I'm saying? So, just, like, don't be concerned about what's going on too much, of how things are going. Like, just that doesn't mean don't take care of your business, but don't let it consume you. Don't let that be what defines you as a person. If you feel like your work is becoming the thing that is defining you, you gotta step away for a second, and maybe stepping away means just doing some of the work so you can get back in front of it, regain control. But at the end of the day, you're a full embodied person. You're a full embodied person with emotions, feelings. Not saying you should act on your emotions or act based off of a feeling, but you're you. With or without the things that you have, you're you. And sometimes you have to recenter and go back to that. I don't know, but regardless, I'm tired, if you can't tell. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna get back on top of the filming. I know these last couple vlogs have been short, choppy, or whatnot, but I'm gonna get back right for you guys, I promise. Just had to take care of some business. But I'll catch y'all on the next one.